Nedrelow make things out of felt. They make a bunch of different products for everyday carry. Lots of Apple-type products out of merino felted wool. So look at this little thing. This actually is usable as just a pouch because there are so many magnets around the outside of here. I just threw my notebook in there for a minute because I've noticed that I've put this into my bag and pages get funkled up. And sometimes I just don't want to close it like that. I just want to leave it open. Throwing it into something like this and not having to worry about it at all, this is kind of nice. Those magnets are so strong. Even if you have like an incomplete connection around the outside there, it still like takes a lot of work to try to get something through there. But this is even useful as just like a pouch for, you know, randos like this. Just throw some stuff together and it's just, I don't know, it's nice. You feel the magnets. Doable as a pouch, especially for smaller things. I'll let you know which one this is below, but immediately I was like, oh, notebook and pen right in there, yoink, into the bag, and then this is just protected. Whenever I need this, it's easier to reach down and grab this. My pen is with my notebook. Kind of bueno. But check out these out. Here's my iPad Pro, like 11-inch here with my Apple Pencil. Yoink. That feels great. If you don't need the smallness of the actual size of the iPad, if you're like me, always going into a backpack or a messenger bag where that's not the issue, and you can keep things relatively protected and safe, this is awesome. By the way, this is just one of their other accessories, like a magic pencil keeper thing like that. However, if it was me, I would just leave that right here, knowing that my Apple Pencil is always gonna be kept with my iPad. Do you know about this? Do you know about if you put your Apple Pencil somewhere else, right? Then you have like two things to go grab when that inspiration strikes. So opening this up and knowing that that's there, no matter how I store this in my bag, no matter how I ruck this around and throw this around, I mean, I'm sure you could, I'm a little scared to go like super hard, but I'm going pretty fucking hard, right? Those magnets are solid and it's really classy. You get to where you're going, this opens up on the desk and you're just like going into like, I'm writing my screenplay mode. These are very classy here, and here's that same thing in black. They have several colors, very minimal branding on the inside here. I believe the guy behind this is like making most of these himself a lot of the times. These are bespoke, hand shucked. And this is kind of a cool use case for me. Imagine like a tech pouch, something that you have to like have all your shit like for your bag. You get to put this together and then it's vertical in my bag. It's vertical in my bag. It's not like down at the bottom. I can access it right from the top. Also, I can spread things out a bit more vertically like this without being too precious. I get to where I'm going, I open that up and everything's there. Also, solid connection even when, you know, stuff is flopping around. This is not ideal for me. I think I would probably get pretty persnickety and fussy about how this works if I was actually doing this. But as a pouch, it's surprisingly solid. So, super interesting products from them. Wait, let me try the laptop. I really like this indigo here, and you can see there's just a little bit more there. And this going in, I'm interested in, obviously it slides in nice and easily, but how protective this really is. The edges are extremely protective because you have this extra binding here all around the edges, right? So that feels great. The front and the back is very simple and minimal. One of the greatest things about this is you get to where you're going and this just goes out on the table like very refined. I like, it's nice. Oh, right in my screenplay. By the way, I don't know if I've talked to you about this before, but this little business right here is called a drive slide. I will link to that below. You have a little external hard drive and it can like lock into place like that. Kind of nice, linking to that below. So this Nedrelow stuff is elevated, okay? It's like elevated, but it's super simple and it's not very expensive. I just feel like it's this great mix of affordable, but kind of classy, right? So shout out to the people behind Nedrelow making some good stuff. This idea, I wonder what would get old about this over time as an actual like tech like organizer. But this idea of being able to reach in and grab my stuff without it taking a bunch of energy in my bag width-wise or depth-wise, but being able to just open the top of the bag and grab it. I like that. That's super interesting. And, magnets. How do they work? Attraction. Can you even choose what you're attracted to?